time where worlds align. AI story time. Let's tech redefine.
Since I'm paying for ChatGPT, I decided to use it again for this story using one of the custom GPTs. The story is a bit short and not as comedic as I would have preferred, so I used the Revoicer magic rewrite feature to punch it up a bit. In this episode, we look at comedy for a lighthearted story, often involving misunderstandings and mistaken identities, that ends in resolution and happiness.
In the bustling town of Willowbrook, twin sisters Emma and Ellie were as identical as two peas in a pod, but as different as sunshine and moonlight. Emma was a spirited artist who adored splashes of color and chaos, while Ellie was an ambitious lawyer in training who thrived on rules and order. Despite their differences, they loved to play light-hearted pranks, often swapping places to confuse friends and family. On a super breezy Saturday, Emma was all set to dive into her friend's art extravaganza, while Ellie was gearing up for a big-time interview with a fancy law firm. As they bolted out the door in a flurry of excitement, they each snatched the totally wrong tote bags, without a clue that they had hilariously switched lives too. At the art gallery, Ellie was horrified to find herself surrounded by sculptures of melting clocks and paintings of surreal, floating cats. "Emma, why on earth would anyone paint a snail with a monocle?" she whispered under her breath, clutching her lawyer's briefcase awkwardly. To make matters worse, a flamboyant curator mistook Ellie for Emma and insisted she explain the deep emotional journey behind a splatter paint piece. Meanwhile, Emma arrived at the law firm, toting her paint-streaked canvas bag. She cheerfully greeted the stern panel of interviewers, completely oblivious to their confusion. When asked about her 5-year plan, Emma waxed poetic about starting an art commune in a sunflower field. "Very creative," one of the interviewers muttered, suppressing a bewildered cough. Back at the gallery, Ellie's attempt to sound artistic led to chaos. "It's, a commentary on the futility of existence," she exclaimed, pointing vaguely at a blue smear on canvas. The curator gasped in awe, and soon, Ellie found herself introduced to the gallery owner as a bold new visionary. At the law firm, Emma's radiant smile and joyful spirit transformed the panel's initial skepticism into excitement and warmth. Her enthusiasm was so infectious that the lead interviewer asked if she could sketch her art commune vision. Emma grinned, producing a quick, charming doodle of a sunlit field with lawyers dancing among the flowers. For reasons even they couldn't explain, the panel loved it. Eventually the truth burst out like confetti at a party. Ellie got a phone call from Emma, who was laughing so hard she sounded like a hyena on roller skates. "You're a total rock star at the gallery." Emma squealed, "They are calling you the queen of existential blobs." "You're kidding," Ellie retorted. "You've got a second-round interview with Taylor and Reed because of your art commune pitch." After a whirlwind of giggles and a flurry of frenzied apologies, the twins raced off to dazzle their eager audiences. Ellie sheepishly admitted her lack of artistic prowess, only for the gallery owner to say, "Nonsense. Your authenticity is refreshing." They offered to sponsor her first art show, much to her amusement. At the law firm, Emma explained the mix-up, but charmed the interviewers into giving Ellie another chance. The panel agreed, impressed by Emma's charisma and unorthodox approach. A week later, Ellie held her own successful exhibition, her first as a conceptual artist, and Emma helped her celebrate with a sunflower-themed mocktail party. Meanwhile, Ellie nailed her rescheduled interview, landing the job she had worked so hard for. The twins joyfully vowed to never swap places again, unless it was absolutely necessary, of course.